a lot of business folks, executives struggle with strategic planning, right? So a couple of quick thoughts on strategic planning. First of all, it is not a thing, it is two things. Separate the strategy, the 30,000 foot view of how can we win better a year from now or 3 years from now. So separate that strategy from the planning part, which is the sort of reverse engineering time and action calendars, Gantt charts of how do you execute the strategy this week and this month and this year, one person at a time, one activity at a time, one department at a time, 1 month at a time. Secondly, you want to pick a process. There's lots of good strategic planning processes, frameworks. I think EOS has a very good one. Vision Traction Organizer, the Big Rock meetings, makes a lot of sense. You have the OGSP framework, which is objectives, goals, strategy, and plans, budgets. Good framework. I'm partial to the strategic planning framework in my business, which is the 1, 2, 3 process. One is big picture strategy, takes about a week or so to put together. Then the road mapping is step number 2, usually a month or so of reverse engineering and time and action calendars. And 3 is execution, which for us is not an afterthought, but the whole point of doing strategic planning. I'd like to have between a handful and no more than a dozen people in the room developing the strategic plan or being in the strategic planning meetings, so that you have all the main functions of the business represented, from customer facing to operations to financial perspective on the business. Also helps with buy-in and helps you make sure that you're not missing important insights into the business. So have at least those 3 parts of the 3-legged stool, basically sales, operations, and finance at a very high level represented in the process. And then some pitfalls to avoid. Poor communication is the big one, obviously, and you get poor communication if you don't have a good process, you don't have the right people in the room, and you're not committed to starting and ending the strategic planning process. Really, I like the in the book Think Outside the Box, bestseller 30 years ago. He talks about the 3 I's of communication, which is inform. You have to inform people in order to involve them. You have to involve people in order to inspire them. So inform them to involve them to inspire them. So the 3 I's around communication, I think, are an important part of strategic planning. Another pitfall to avoid is bad sequencing. Make sure you identify some quick wins. Make sure that you adopt a sort of crawl, walk, run thought process to executing strategic planning ideas, so that you have some quick wins and you leave the more complex. You give them the time that is required. Don't try to execute a 1 year very complex thing. Don't try to do it in 2 weeks. It's gonna fail, right? Don't be intimidated by strategic planning. Pick a good process, have the right people in the room. Would love to hear your thoughts on different things that have worked really well for you or have been a disaster. We can learn from those as well. Put your thoughts in the comment section. DM me. I'd love to help out and make sure that you have a successful, a well thought out strategic plan that you can successfully execute Good luck.